Hi there, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us. We are coming to you live from NEDAS 2018 here in New York City. We are broadcasting from beautiful Convene here in Times Square. My name is Steve Mutler, and I'm joined right now by the fabulous Miss Carrie Charles, who's looking spectacular today, by the way.
Thank you, Steve.
So glad to have you here with us.
Thank you.
All right, so Carrie is president of Broadstaff Telecom Staffing Solutions. She has been helping people to build their businesses, helping companies to find and to keep the best employees really for over 30 years now. It's remarkable. You are a nationwide preferred vendor for over 100 carriers and integrators and OEMs and subcontractors. And you gave a great talk a little bit earlier today during our meeting on how to profit in our current ultra-tight job market. Really unique, addressing a lot of today's technical hiring challenges and telecom hiring challenges. So let's go ahead and start with the logical. Tell me a little bit about Broadstaff, what really sets you apart in this industry?
Well, Broadstaff actually collectively, our experience as partners, I actually have two business partners, and collectively our experience totals 30 years. But Broadstaff has actually been in existence a little over 3 years. Mm-hmm. And we are a highly niched telecommunications staffing firm. And our specialty is in the DAS and small cell arena, outside plant, MSO space, and also telecom IT, and obviously in the tower space as well.
Right.
So, what we do essentially is we help companies staff their projects, find the people they need for either direct hire or project, let's say project staffing with contract staffing, or even contract to hire or temp to hire. So, our specialty really is taking that off of hiring managers because they have so many other things to think about. And if they know that there's an expert out there that's highly niche, that understands their needs very well, that can take that item off their to-do list, and then they'll get, let's say, a highly qualified resume in front of them maybe within a week or two, then we're helping them out, especially in this market.
Now, how do you do that? How do you go out and find those specific skill sets to be able to match them directly to your clients?
Well, we have a recruiting team that is industry trained. So what I mean by that is, when we hire a recruiter, we train them in the telecom industry, specifically in the areas I mentioned, which are DAS, small cell, outside plant, tower, MSO, telecom IT. So they go through an extensive training program as to what all of those verticals mean. What do those people actually do? What does a DAS CM do? What does a PM do? What does a fiber PM do? What does a outside plant engineer? What are they physically doing? And the other thing that's interesting with our training, and we put our recruiters through a lot of heavy training, is that we teach them also how people don't tell the truth on their resumes and in interviews about what they know and what they don't know. Because if you don't know the industry, then really a candidate could tell you anything, and you don't know if they're telling you the truth. So then what you do is you get that resume and it goes straight to the hiring manager, and it's a waste of time. So we cut out that whole middle part where it is a waste of time, because we know the industry so well that we know what's a fit and we know what's not a fit. In fact, we have, right now 88% submittal to interview ratio, which means that 88% of the candidates that we submit to hiring managers actually get an interview. And that's pretty huge.
That's huge. That is so far outside the typical Venn diagram of where we put it. The number of people that submit, the number of people that are called in, you're removing an extraordinary challenge. So I'm thinking of both, yes, the financial savings, the time savings has got to be extraordinary.
Mm-hmm. Huge. It's huge, right. And and that's why I always tell people, I say, look, if you have a brain tumor, are you going to go to a general practitioner? Or are you going to go to a brain surgeon? And if you want a cup of coffee, you go to Starbucks. That's what we are. We are highly niched, and we understand the industry needs. We really get it. And so, when our clients come to us, it doesn't take a long, drawn-out conversation. We're like, oh yeah, we know exactly what you need, and let's go do it now. The other thing that's interesting is we have a pipeline of, right now, I believe it's about 16,000 candidates nationwide. And these candidates are all in the verticals I mentioned within telecom. So we almost have a natural pool of candidates to pull from. Now, I will say that in this market, many of them are working currently. So, it's a very different market now. We're in the middle of a labor shortage and skills gap. So,
but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're working in exactly the right capacity for them.
Right.
You guys might have a vision at Broadstaff that says, you're phenomenal at what it is that you do, but you may not be in exactly the right spot. We can get you to the right spot. And do you find yourself doing a lot of that?
Yes, we do. We actually work with, they're called passive candidates. So passive candidates are currently working, and we contact them with a new opportunity. Say, look, we have this new opportunity for you. Would you like to take advantage of it? Many times these candidates are looking for something more. More money, a better culture. But many times, especially in this market, we recruit passive candidates. In fact, we never ever find a candidate from a job board. That's just not what we do. If that our clients can do that. I mean, they could go to Monster and Career Builder.
It almost seems quaint by today's standards, doesn't it?
Yeah. Why would they pay us to go to Indeed to find people? I mean, we have a large network. We have a very specific strategy that we use for recruiting, where we find people that no one else can find, and that's why we're paid. It's not to say, okay, we're going to place an ad just like you would, and now you're going to pay us to do what you could have done. It's something very different and very special.
And I assume that means it's also a very easy story to tell as you make new connections. So I see you out front here, you're talking to people who may not have known you before, they listen to you today and they say, that's exactly what it is that I've been looking for. Right. You guys have grown so rapidly over the last 3 years. Look into your crystal ball. What do the next 3 years look like for Broadstaff?
It's exciting because we have doubled every single year. It has just been beyond my wildest dreams. But the next 3 years, our goal essentially over the next 5 years is to become the #1 staffing firm in the telecommunications space in the country. And not only that, but we want to build relationships, and I think that's the most important thing. Myself and my partners, and when I think of what I enjoy about this industry, yes, we've doubled every year, and yes, it's exciting, and all of that good stuff. But the thing that I love the most are those people right out there. The relationships and that I've developed have just been, honestly, they're my friends. And the fact that I can look at a new company, like I had someone come up to me just now, and he said, oh my gosh, we're just overloaded with projects, and I'm desperate, and I need 4 people, and I don't know where to find them. The fact that I could deliver those 4 people to him, and he can make money, and he can fund, have the resources for those projects, and his company can grow, and then he can come to me a year later and say, Carrie, thank you so much. Because of you, I was able to do all of this, and now I'm here. And that's what feels good to us.
This is personal. This is about creating connections. We always say, you don't chase a dollar. You do what you love to do, and the success is going to come. Congratulations with everything that has happened with Broadstaff. It's exciting. We were delighted to have you here with us today.
Thank you.
And thanks for taking the time to do this with us as well.
Thank you. It was wonderful. Thank you, Steve.
Thanks so much, and thanks to all of you for watching as well.